G'day mates, how's it going? Rivcolt here, and today we are back with some... Well, this time we're doing Middle-earth Shadow of War. Now, I've actually recorded this episode already, but apparently I forgot to press the record button for the PlayStation, so I'm doing this all over again. Awesome. Anyway, we're just going to jump straight into this. I'll explain as we go. Story mode.
In the land of Mordor, where the shadows lie. It was here, on the slopes of Mount Doom, that the Dark Lord Sauron was defeated by a last alliance of men and elves. It is here that for 2,500 years the Rangers of Gondor stood watch, guarding against a nameless threat they had all but forgotten. And while the strength of Gondor faded, the power and malice of Sauron grew in darkness. He has returned to Mordor. Shadow and flame have fallen on the Black Gate, and no mortal man can stand in its path.
That is a perfect swing for killing chicken. Wouldn't want to hurt you. It'll take a lot more than that. Dear Hyle, the mighty chicken killer. Come on. Come on. Show your father what you have, huh?
You'll have to hit harder if you want to best your father.
Like I said, we've basically had to just go back and read this entire thing. I had done this, had about 40 minutes in, recorded the first mission, and got, apparently hadn't pressed record.
Easy, son. You're not a soldier yet.
I'll have your guts!
I'm all right.
My blade shall rest in your throat! Dear remember your training!
I've still got to get used to the grappling mechanics. Basically, this is the Game of the Year edition, so it does come with a bunch of runes to start the game with. Yeah, I'm not even sure what to talk about anymore because I've talked about everything. But thanks to me not pressing the record button, we're going through this whole ordeal again.
Remember, son, launch deep and cut deeper!
These orcs are much stronger than any we've ever seen.
They're not orcs, they're Uruks. They're far worse. There's too many. Go find your mother. Go find your mother. Keep her safe. I'll be right behind you. Go. Am I dead?
You are banished from death.
Yes, the... Now I know everything that's gonna happen, and...
Alien, this is beautiful. Where did you find it?
I still have a few friends left in Gondor.
Did you talk to my father?
Yes, I did. And nothing has changed. He's still very stubborn.
I say we go anyway.
Dear, I will not come willingly.
There must be a better life than this.
Not now. But soon.
I'm just so tired of hiding here, Talion.
Shh. We must hide now, or we are both dead. Come on.
We should have left when we had the chance.
Don't move. I'll clear a path. I'm outnumbered. Stealth is my only advantage.
living through this again. And I've just been through it. Interesting enough though, the because I've already gone through this like less than 20 minutes ago, they've actually changed all the orcs for this part. It's like the orcs keep switching out models.
Put the sword down, Ranger. The Black Hand wants him alive! Take her! He will live.
I'm right here, son. I'm right here.
Shirkush adhazushu. Kantya pakuriza. Nakiza.
You're it.
We'll be together, my love. Soon. Forever.
Gurarmu shirkush adhazushu. Kantya pakuriza. Gurarmu shirkush agazkushu. Kantya pakurizak.
Those sounds.
Come back to me, Elf Lord.
What is this place?
See for yourself.
Mordor.
Now do you believe me, Ranger?
What has happened to me?
You are banished from death. cast adrift between the worlds of light and dark. Curse binds us together within the walls of Arda.
If what you say is true, then how do we break this curse?
We find the one who cast it on us. The Black Hand of Sauron.
Middle of Earth. Middle Earth. Shadow of Mordor, not Middle of Earth. Ugh.
This looks familiar.
Talion killed a nobleman, Yorith. His life now belongs to Gondor.
Father, if you turn my love in, I shall swear I killed Lord Asgon when he attacked me. We shall both sacrifice our lives to Gondor.
So that's something I'm going to leave in. I'm going to have to re-explain everything. But because there's actual story elements that occur during the loading screens, I'm going to leave those in. Trying to think of everything I said before. I'm going to try and do a few games at the same time this year round. So 3, a story-driven one, a longer play one. I'm trying to figure out which way my camera's facing. And I want to do more of an adult one. I've just realized, though, playing this through already, well, playing through like 40 minutes already, this probably will take up both the story and more adult game. And by adult, I mean more of like the graphical stuff, a bit more intense story-wise, like, it's not really kid-friendly content like that. We just had Talion's family all killed like that, so we'll see once I've edited this whether or not I keep bumping the microphone. I'm sorry, whether or not I'll add more stuff in. But for now, yeah, this is Shadow of Mordor. It's going to be a pretty intense game. I forgot a lot of stuff that happens. Alright, let's see.
Son, we missed one of you at Narcos, eh?
How are you uglier than the last time I saw this guy? And by saw, I mean they've changed the models every time, but that guy is even uglier than the last one. Alright. I'm a bit more used to these controls now.
Suffer for what you've done!
Oh, look at all that globules of... I think that was blood.
Go back to him.
Alright, one of the most important parts about this game, interrogation.
What do you know of the Black Hand of Sauron?
He is a fiend, made of thin air.
What more?
A slave I had. Swears he fought him. I sold him for a keg of grog to Gimu the slaver.
Alright, Gimu. You look exactly the same as last time, buddy, so obviously this captain model's set in stone. Yeah, anyway, power levels. We get rewards for defeating them. I actually went through a full explanation of how this game works before.
That is where we have to go.
If one can trust an orc.
Trust has nothing to do with it. His thoughts cannot lie.
But yeah, I think there's something like 20 orcs per like map. It's like 20 orc captains per map, and then there's like 5 big ones that you got to beat. There. We have the markers, we have gold, which is story missions, which pushes the story along. We have red, which is power struggles and missions that generally involve orc captains. So for that, we could sit there, we could use it as a way to assassinate certain captains, get captains to rank up, get captains to rank down, recruit captains. We don't get to do that too much later, so shouldn't have brought that up at this point. And then white, which is our side quests and collectibles. So far all we have is the Slaver and the Spirit of Mordor. So the Slaver is save the humans trapped within Mordor and find the Black Captain, which is what Gimbuk, whatever his name is, the captain we just discovered. He's part of that. Then we have the Spirit of Mordor, learn more about Uruk society, and take down Sauron's army from within, which is where the other part of this game comes into play, so we'll get to that when we come to it. But for now, let us be off. I'm gonna see if I can collect a bit of information as we go.
Nothing makes sense.
Nothing has changed. This is how it will be. The future and the past are linked in darkness.
Oh.
I don't understand why I'm here.
And I can't remember. Let's go find the slaver. His mind may provide answers.
Yeah, I got spotted. Oh, this is gonna be fun. I haven't equipped the runes or anything. Okay, so we're just gonna go through this real quick. So first ability we're gonna get is executions. Executions are the most important ability, I think, in the game. Basically allows you to just kill one orc straight off if you have the bar up high enough. So you could basically just knock somebody out of the game, out of the fight real quick. So for runes, we are going to go with Elven Grace. 50% chance, 50% damage is taken off. There are other runes on there, but we'll unlock those at a later point. We'll add those as a later point. One of them being grants you an extra chance. I think you can only get 2 extra chances normally. And that's basically if you get beaten to the point of near death. You'll sort of go into the slow motion thing where the orc will try and kill you. And it gives you an opportunity to counter the attack. If you don't counter, you die. And then all sorts of things happen. But if you counter it, you use up one of your chances. You only get 2 per life. So for this, we're going to take Ascended. Gives me a bit of... Basically reduces consumption of the gauge by 50%. So I can spend longer aiming at targets in the bow mode. And for the dagger, we are going to take... We're going to take Hidden Blade for now, because I don't think we'll need to get poison. We won't encounter poison damage for a while yet. Sorry. Oh shoot! Completely forgot I was in the middle of a fight. Awareness, yes. It's a bit late to be teaching me about awareness at this point, mate. Oh god, this camera, I can't see! There we go, execution.
It's your end!
Ooh, okay. I want to keep the dude as the green circle above his head alive. I can't see, stop putting me in positions where I can't see. But yeah, I want that dude who has the green circle. Ah, shit, he's dead. That was a waste of time. Damn it. I wanted to keep him alive. Whoops. Ah, shoot. Alright. God damn it, I'm just going from battle to battle. Alright, moving on. Oh, there's some health here, actually. But yeah, you want the green guys left alive so I can learn weaknesses. So, what I could have done there is get the weakness for the captain we're after. But I messed up, and now we're going to have to go into the captain fight relatively blind. Unless I can find another one. There's a couple of orcs up here. We'll see what we can do. We might just let them pass and... Oh, there's a green guy over here somewhere. I think. Maybe. Oh no, there's something green on the ground. Okay, we'll just sneak our way this way. I'm not sure what... Oh, it's a bit of health. Oh, there's a green guy over there though. If I can do this right, I can basically grab him.
There's too many idiots looking for the creature, and none keeping their eyes open.
Come on, go on. We're going to come straight back out into a fight after this. But yeah, anyway, we can learn strengths and weaknesses of the captains. So we're going to learn this guy's weaknesses and strengths. Damage by range attacks, damage by combat finishes. So good thing I chose combat finisher. Hater burns. So that's actually a good thing I chose the rune I did, because if I have another rune on there which does fire damage. So if I had chosen that rune, basically it would send this guy into a murderous rage, and at which point it's a lot harder to land hits because he's going to be swinging constantly, and if you get hit, that does a lot of damage, and the fact that he can basically lock you into constant strikes is a bit of a pain. Monster Slayer, there was another... No, there was an ability that would have allowed me to ride basically these big sort of weird cat creatures called Caragors. If I had chosen that ability instead of Combat Finisher, one, I'm missing out on the extra damage Combat Finishers do, but also he's basically immune to their attacks and he can kill them very easily. Something I'm going to have to watch out for, he can grapple, which if I get too close or I try and grapple him, he'll just throw me. Jump attacks, he can jump from range to hit me, so I've got to watch out for that, make sure I stay close enough where he can't use it. And he's fearless, so he can't be terrified, which means no matter what, he's not going to run away from the fight. So if I need to pull back from the fight, that's going to be a problem. He'll just constantly chase me. It'll take a bit to get away from him. But if I remember correctly, it shouldn't be too much of a challenge to beat him, because he's only like the starting captain. If he was another captain, it'd be a little trickier. Ah, damn it. I forgot it doesn't keep executions. So once that so like right now it's glowing blue and I can do an execution. If I let that run out like it just did then, I can't do an execution anymore. So I've got to keep an eye on that as I go. Alright, so I want that mission, but there is some stuff I collected last time. So we are going to go around doing the collectibles mainly because I can get some extra stuff from that. Oh yeah, that's a good idea as well. I can collect these things and get XP for them. It's not a lot of XP, but in the long run it does add up. So I think it's here. Shoot. I'm getting into way too many fights this time.
first messengers have rolled into camp. They're reporting few casualties. We've struck a mighty blow against the forces of Mordor aligned against us. Let it be so, and not fools' idle chatter. Haggadorn, what news?
They say we've won a monumental victory! You'll not be needing all that Athelis you've been grinding, my friend. Few need healing on this day. And more's the wonder. They say the Golden King has brought back a prize. Sauron himself, wearing the heavy chains.
So a lot of these artifacts are before the fall of Sauron the first time. So like at Lord of the Rings movie, it begins with Sauron being defeated. So this is more along the lines of... we're going to grab an extra sword rune. This is more to do with basically the events leading up to that fight at the beginning of Lord of the Rings. I think these games are technically considered canon. Don't hold my word on that. If somebody in the comments wants to let me know whether or not it actually is or isn't, that would really help. Alright, so yeah, these are the other runes we got. It's like Define in the End gives the second last chance, or another last chance. Rising Storm grants a legendary weapon power, but I'm pretty sure I can unlock that power later on anyway. I'm not 100%, don't hold me to that. Orc Slayer, I'm going to choose that because the combat finishes do extra damage, and we're going to be fighting a captain who takes extra damage from that. And then we have Flame of Anor. Anor, not Anor. 20% chance critical hits with the sword will ignite the enemy, which is a bad idea for this boss, or this captain. So we'll take this one, and we're going to go find the other...
I have lived half my life on the boundary of Mordor, thinking...
Oh my god, you're a captain. Oops.
Never knowing the stories it held.
The land of shadows is awakening from a long slumber. It has many stories yet to tell.
Oh no. This is a bad idea. I might actually just try and kill him. Oh no, he saw that coming.
Plenty more Uruk where I come from, you stupid schrock. They listen for me and obey my call. You're alone.
Oh, okay. What I get from that is I think this guy can call it. Yeah, he can call. Holy shit, this guy.
Smash his bones.
Okay, so he does take damage from executions. That's not bad. He's retreating. Awesome.
We'll have more revenge next time.
Yeah, you're not leaving, buddy.
Snatch him up.
I might be in a bit of trouble here, though. These guys aren't clearing off. So I'm just gonna have to keep... Oh, damn it. I think I'm in normal difficulty because one hit did a lot of damage. Level 6. That might be why it did more damage. They're higher level than me. That was interesting. We've already killed our first captain. Scout of Meron. I think that basically just means I... Right in the eye. Oh, new ability point gained. So that's cool. Now we're going to go in with more ability points. So, yeah. So when you... In situations like that, it really wasn't a good idea for me to go straight into that battle without knowing anything about the captain. That was actually really lucky that I managed to survive that. Hey, I'll let this play first.
Alright, worms. Welcome to the Black Gate. You'll be building our watchtowers for us. Hard work will be rewarded.
Sir, do you mean hard work will be rewarded with a shorter sentence?
The traitors, the lot of them. Murderers and thieves. When I say reward, I mean I won't throw you to the catacombs.
Sorry, apparently my lamp keeps dripping on me. Drooping, not dripping. What was I saying? Yeah, basically it's a very bad idea to do what I just did. Luckily enough it paid off. The dude wasn't immune to execution, so I could use that to my advantage. Oh right, I got a new rune. It was only a white rune, so they're not usually very good. Recover 40%, 43% focus on a flurry kill. Yeah, no. I'm alright, mate. Alright, upgrades. Let's see. Impact. Counter enemies. Will be knocked backwards, stunned, or knocked down. That's a really good one. Because as you saw, every time I countered somebody, they basically were standing up ready to strike again anyway. Strike from above isn't a bad one. Doing executions from up high, though I think I already did that. Elven Swiftness, yeah, that's good for getting around the map really quickly. I'll pick that up at some point. Detonation, shoot fires or barrels to cause them to explode. You are immune to damage from fires or explosion. That's a really good one. Not a good idea in case if a captain is immune to something. But later on you can mix that with poisoned barrels. So when you shoot it, it actually explodes as a toxic aura. Riding Caragors isn't good anyway. Well, not for now. It's good later on, helps you get around a lot quicker, but I don't really use Caragors in a fight. I'm gonna take Impact for now. And we got some more of this so we can unlock something extra. I'm actually gonna go with the slots for the weapons, just so I can get some more runes in. So for the bow, I'm going to add the headshot damage as that's the only one we've got. But that should make it a lot easier to kill people with the bow. And for this, all I've got's the immune to poison, so now I can't be poisoned, which is a good idea. And so now let's...
These men are not soldiers. They are not ready to die.
All things that live must die.
I messed that up.
Man alone faces the mystery of what is beyond death.
Don't mind me. Alright, let's start this mission. An Auric slaver holds a captive with information on the Black Captains. Hunt down the slaver, rescue the captive, and find out what he knows. Alright, let's get this started.
Well, this doesn't bode well.
Don't you see? The prisoner created a distraction. Why use your human sight to track the Uruk? I see more than any mortal.
Mud, and they can't even march!
Alright, there he is.
Cut off the head of the snake.
Now, he's actually 3 levels lower than the one we've already done, so I'm gonna go, shouldn't be
I
too
must
hard.
take out the eyes of the camp.
So these are bonus ejectors. You don't actually have to do them, but they do net you better rewards. I think mainly in this it's just like an extra few mithril, whatever the currency is in this game. So honestly not too bad. Helps unlock a lot of the things, but you can basically unlock everything really quick anyway. So let us...
Any slave trying to escape will start from gas on the pole. Don't think.
Man, with these runes I can stay in that for so long. Alright, oh there's an informant, but you know what, we'll go with the... Oh, whoops, shoot, I hit the wrong guy.
Ranger! Pity I have to kill you. You would Make a strong slave.
Yeah, you want to try game move? Oh god. Alright, I remembered how to dodge roll. Executions do so much damage against him. Oh, I didn't mean to stab that guy. I actually want to have him alive somewhat. Whoops. Executed the wrong guy there. I need to be careful on who I'm hitting. Alright. That was a normal hit, so I'm going with that. Wasn't a great thing to do because sometimes these guys, yeah, like I was gonna say, these guys can sometimes come back to life, especially if you're in the menu and you just see their body on the ground. If it's not a actual gravestone, there's a high chance these guys come back to life. But there's also a chance that they'll stay dead. And I just realized the other guy's also lying on the ground. I might actually be getting this wrong. They might have only introduced the gravestones into the second game. But we'll see. Alright, so out of these, what's like 20 captains? Let's go... you. Oh dear god. Snagog Hothead. Jealous of another captain's feast, but free grog never hurts. He's vulnerable to range attacks, can be killed by a single charged headshot, fire arrow, or shadow strike. Vulnerable to mounted beasts, can be killed instantly by mounted beast finishers. However, he hates Caragors. He also hates Morgul flies. He can basically become enraged by just seeing that. So it's a it's better idea just to snipe him from long range. Now, vulnerabilities are actually really good if you just want to knock people out of a fight real quick, but they also run the chance that they'll just come back anyway. But he has a lot of things going for him as strength, so if we come across this guy, gotta remember, shoot him in the dome, even though his head seems to be on fire. Alright, mate. Jesus Christ. The fact that you do that after beating him up. Alright, what's this rune? Fell Voice. Recover all focus and health for killing a captain. Oh, actually. I might actually get rid of one with nature to put that on. Oh, whoops. I meant get rid of one with nature. As I don't think we're really going to encounter poison that early into the game. It'll probably be a little while after. But then again, we just found a guy who's on fire.
So you didn't die 10 years ago.
I take it you did not come here to arrest me for treason, Captain?
You and I are all that remains of that garrison, Hugo.
Then why did you come here?
Looking for a slave that fought the Black Hand of Sauron.
More like ran away from him.
You know this man?
Of course. You're staring at him.
Where are the servants of the Dark Lord? Do you even know?
Perhaps.
This is no time to keep secrets.
I have been stuck here for weeks. Steady. Come to the outcast camp. We shall ask my scouts.
I'll be there. Just another orc.
No. Someone who wants to be seen. We should tread with caution.
Yes. It is Gollum. Gollum. I can't do a Gollum voice right now. I've lost my voice apparently again. Alright, so that was a successful wrap-up of The Slaver. Whoops, I just whacked the microphone. So we're going to end this episode here for now. I'll probably cut it... I've got it roughly at like 41 minutes anyway. We'll cut it down just to make sure everything's going alright. So, yeah. Hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know what you thought in the comments. Like and subscribe, all that. I know people don't like hearing that, but again, it does help gauge whether or not people like this or not. And anyway, I'll see you guys next time then.